Nothing about Draymond Green post said anything about accountability or remorse.
How many of these incidences has Draymond Green been involved with? I just think it's a bit excessive.
Draymond can get choked too. Carl, get your choke on.
Cat bogus as hell.
What?
No.
Cat's bogus?
Yeah, he bogus, man. And Ant was back there too.
Following the Draymond Green Rudy Gobert viral fight, we had a bunch of reactions across the NBA media landscape, many of which had different takes on the situation. And the first take we're going to see is Stephen A. Smith's ridiculous analysis on the situation, where he pretty much defends Draymond Green. And it's so ridiculous that it has more dislikes on the video than likes because people just see right through Stephen A's BS.
Because last night in the National Basketball Association, we saw Draymond Green get ejected for putting Rudy Gobert in a chokehold during the game with the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now, you're going to look at Draymond Green and you're going to have your reservations. He's got about 18 ejections, for crying out loud, throughout his career. He's been going for quite some time. We know that. Only Rasheed Wallace has exceeded that because he's got about 29 or had about 29 for his career. And we understand that when it comes to Draymond Green. There's a lot of people that are calling for a hefty suspension. They're calling for this dude to be gone. My man Jay Williams for ESPN said that Draymond Green should be suspended for 10 games. Mad Dog Christopher Russo for SiriusXM Mad Dog Radio said it should be at least 5 games. My attitude is it should be 2 to 3 games, and that's create some kind of an uproar because people are looking at me and saying, Stephen A., you cool with him. He's been on the podcast, he's been on the show. That's why you giving him a break. No, I'm giving him a break because I'm a nice guy. I'm giving him a break because he's a champion, a 4-time champion, by the way. I'm giving him a break because some incidences, one would argue, have been questionable at the very, very least in years past. Now, to be clear, I want to make sure I'm very clear about this. Draymond Green did have Rudy Gobert in a chokehold. He did have him in a chokehold for a little bit too long. I mean, there were times, there were moments, I was like, damn, let him go, let him go, let him go. No doubt about it. It's all true. I'm guilty of that. There's no doubt about it. I ain't trying to front. But I will tell you this. When I think about Draymond Green, okay, you had Jalen McDaniels getting into it with Klay Thompson, ripping each other's shirt, twisting each other around, and no punches were thrown, but Rudy Gobert got into the middle of it, wrapped his arms around Klay Thompson, but he didn't have his arms around Klay Thompson's throat. And if you're Draymond Green and you're coming up behind Rudy Gobert, I had no problem with him grabbing Rudy Gobert. Even though the rule is usually you should grab your own teammate instead of the opposition, I understand Draymond grabbing Rudy Gobert. Here's the problem. Look at that footage right there. Look at Draymond Green having his arms around Rudy Gobert's throat, and look at how long he held on to it. That was problematic, no doubt about it. And because of that, it's going to warrant a suspension, and it's going to warrant a suspension that exceeds just 1 game. But no punches were thrown. And because no punches were thrown and it didn't turn into some kind of melee, my attitude is you got a lot of people out there, like my man Rashawn, like my man Mike, like other people talking about how Draymond Green, you got to take past transgressions into consideration. Well, I respectfully disagree with that. But before I tell you why, I do want to hear from another NBA player that I know quite well. His name would happen to be Patrick Beverley, because this dude obviously has his own podcast, and he's had a few things to say about what transpired last night between the Golden State Warriors and the Minnesota Timberwolves out by the Bay. And Patrick Beverley didn't hold anything back. I have one take. He has another. Listen to what he had to say here.
Dude, I seen Draymond choke the shit out of a motherfucker today. Cat bogus as hell.
What?
No.
Cat's bogus?
Yeah, he bogus, man. Cat bogus, man. Straight up. And Ant was back there too. And Draymond knew too. Don't nobody like Rudy anyway. That was a perfect moment to do it. Like, fuck it. Let me choke Rudy ass.
And he did not let go.
No, a person choke you like that, don't let go. That shit was built up. But then I see Cat make a mean mug face like, brr, but then you ain't doing shit. Choke Draymond back. So now, if I'm Draymond, I choke they center, and they homies didn't do nothing. If we pay y'all in the playoffs, nah, Cat, I ain't worried about you. You didn't even help your homie.
So how can he rectify this?
Can't. So what? And you can't even try to get your get back. So what? Whole world I'm saying.
Thanks, Cat.
He in the game.
Oh, he's still playing? He didn't get...
He didn't do shit. Fucking why would he get booed? He didn't do shit. Cat, nah, fuck that. I taught you better than that.
Well, you know what that means. I mean, he's a former teammate. Patrick Beverley's a former teammate of Karl Anthony Towns, a.k.a. Cat. There's no doubt about that. So there's a level of credibility that he brings to the table when he's talking about such things, because the last line he said there's something to hold on to. I taught you better than that. What is he trying to say? When there's something about to go down, you got to be one of those dudes in line ready to do something about it. Why did you just stand there and be in the scene and just holding on to everybody instead of grabbing Draymond and getting him the hell off of Rudy Gobert, who was your teammate? That was point number one. Point number two, Patrick Beverley was also pointing out how Draymond knew a whole bunch of people didn't like Rudy Gobert anyway. So Rudy Gobert, who's gotten into issues with his teammates from time to time, you had some people that were like, hey, we ain't feeling him at all. No question about it. So how much support were they going to throw behind Rudy Gobert? But in the end, if you're wearing the same uniform, your teammates with one another, and one of your boys in trouble, that's supposed to mean all of y'all are in trouble. That's Patrick Beverley's perspective. And I don't think he's wrong. I do think it's an indictment against Karl Anthony Towns to some degree, but he ain't one of those rough riders anyway. He's a baller. There's no question about it, but he ain't one to find himself in these kind of situations. So that's one point to take from it. Here's my point. I'm sick and tired of people bringing up the past of Draymond Green. Now, maybe I'm showing my age here. Maybe I'm showing my detachment from today's youth, this soft as cottonelle tissue that the league has turned itself into. Maybe that's my issue, and I'm not calling the players soft. I'm saying the league in terms of rules that they've imposed upon the players where, damn it, you might get ejected for looking at people wrong. And if you think I'm lying about that, think about this. Think about the penalty that happened. Think about the tech, all right, that Anthony Edwards received the other day in Minnesota when he dunked on somebody and then screamed and stared at him. He got teed up for something like that. By the way, this brother is the star of the Minnesota Timberwolves. He ain't coming. He's arrived. He's a superstar in the making. He's got an NBA body. He ain't scared of anything. He gets to the rim with veracity. He will dunk on anybody. He's improving his perimeter shot. He's giving you over 22, 23 a night. The brother is special. It ain't Karl Anthony Towns' team anymore. It's Edwards. Let's get that straight right now. The former #1 overall pick out of Georgia, but I digress. What I'm really trying to say is this. When you look at Draymond Green and you want to point to whatever transgressions you want to point to, outside of him running his mouth to officials, what exactly is it that Draymond Green has done? Okay, you know what? He kicked Steven Adams in the groin years ago. I understand that's a violation. You're a man, damn it, you even woof in that direction. It's a problem. I get all of that. I understand it. But I don't hold against him when he got penalized for that incident in the finals against LeBron James. LeBron James threw him to the ground and then stepped over him like Scottie Pippen had stepped over Ewing after dunking on him. That is what LeBron James did to Draymond Green. And Draymond Green kicked his leg up and ultimately pushed him and what have you. He wasn't even ejected that game. It wasn't until after the game where the NBA gave LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers at that time that stimulus package where they suspended Draymond Green for that game 5, knowing that Cleveland was down 3-1, having lost that game 4 in Cleveland, and they were about to go back to the Oracle in the Bay in Oakland and lose game 5 and lose yet another finals. And that particular thing that happened, Draymond Green gets suspended, Andrew Bogut gets hurt the game Draymond got suspended, along with Andre Iguodala. Cleveland wins game 5. They closed the deal in game 6 when Steph Curry took his mouthpiece out and threw it at the officials because he fouled out. And then, of course, they lost game 7 with the great block by LeBron James and Kyrie's pull-up 3 over Steph Curry to seal the deal. Remember, they were supposed to lose that series in game 5, but Draymond Green got suspended because of an accumulation of tax. And that's what really, really happened. What has he done? What has he done? Everybody talking about his mouth. Everybody talking about him complaining with the officials. Everybody talking about him always getting into something, getting himself teed up, getting himself ejected, talking. I understand that. But how many of these incidences has Draymond Green been involved with? I just think it's a bit excessive. And I think people are overreacting. Yes, you wrapped your arms around his neck, for crying out loud, and held on to it too damn long, Draymond. That is true. It warrants a 2 to 3 game suspension. But to treat this brother like, oh my God, he's damn near a criminal and we gotta suspend him for a lengthy period of time, no, we're not doing that. At least I hope not. I mean, I'm just telling you what my opinion is. I ain't Adam Silver. I ain't the NBA league office. They might agree with my man Rashawn and Mike and everybody else. They might say, hell, what Stephen A had to say. He got to go. He got to go. Golden State, 500 team at this particular moment in time. Steph Curry didn't play last night either. By the way, as an aside, in case you missed it, one of the things that was said about Draymond Green is that he probably got himself ejected on purpose because Steph Curry wasn't playing, so he didn't want to play because usually when he gets ejected, it's when Steph Curry's not playing. Of the 18 ejections he suffered in his career, 7 have been with Steph Curry out of the lineup. That's just an aside. I want y'all to know that. I think it was Rudy Gobert that said that about Draymond Green. Go figure.
Now, I don't know why Stephen A. Smith is defending Draymond so much in this situation, acting like he doesn't have a long list in history of doing dirty plays against people, starting stuff when there is no reason to start anything. I mean, okay, when he got suspended in the NBA Finals years ago against the Cavs, that wasn't the greatest suspension, but Draymond's done so many bad things, and for Stephen A. to act like, oh, he hasn't done that many, he's only talked stuff, he's only gotten technicals from talking too much to refs, that's absurd. He was way out of line. Now, Stephen A., in comparison to the other people that we're going to hear from, Stephen A. focused on, like, Draymond's part in it. These other people, like Gilbert Arenas and Kenyon Martin and Rashad McCants, they're going to focus on what everyone else should have done in the situation, what Rudy Gobert did to start the situation. And a lot of people aren't even talking about how Klay Thompson started this whole thing early in the game. There was nothing going on, and Klay Thompson decided to put his hands on McDaniel's neck. So, we're going to hear Gilbert Arenas and his team go off on Rudy Gobert, Karl Anthony Towns, Anthony Edwards, everybody who should have defended Draymond, which I think was a wise move that those players didn't really accelerate the violence in the situation because they know how soft the NBA is, that if you defend your guy and you punch somebody or you say the wrong thing, you're going to get suspended for a lot of games and lose a lot of money. Like how Draymond, who got suspended for 5 games, is about to lose $1 million because he gets paid about $220,000 per game based on his salary. Let's see Gilbert Arenas put on this neck pad and watch this fiery interaction.
You're a resident fight expert.
Oh, am I?
Thoughts on Draymond choking out Gobert?
For one, the shit is hilarious. Let's just start there. Let's just start there. Right there, you fool.
Sacre blue! No,
Where did you get that?
So let me.
Where did you get that?
This damn.
Same place Rudy got is CVS.
Oh, my God.
Shit, man. Look at.
Hey, go King. Hey, you Draymond.
Hey, so.
Get paid,
listen,
Rudy.
yo.
Shit.
Consumer value store.
But there's some bullshit going on, man. Yo. Well, there's some bullshit going on out here. First and foremost, go grab your fucking teammate, man. Don't grab the other guy. Mm-hmm. That's like, and from the angle that Draymond had, it looked like the dude was trying to grab his teammate, like he's trying to like it looked like he was trying to do the same thing that got done to him.
Yeah,
right.
Facts.
From the angle that he had, it looked like he was trying to do the same thing to him. Listen, yo, man. You know, I'm all for the bullshit all the time. Like, now that was one for the ages. Uh-huh. That was the Rudy Tomjanovich punch. That was the Kermit Washington Rudy T punch. Ooh. For our generation right there. That's what that was. Like, that's like the Malice in the Palace happened, all that shit. But him choking him on the court is the first, man. Yo. And then why?
Stop it right here.
Stop, yo.
The little leap.
When you say stop, you gotta say it 3 seconds in advance. They gotta hit the button.
But people, hey.
Look at Clay's jersey.
Look at Clay's jersey, but yo.
Right there.
Yo, dude. Hey, man.
All right, look. My only question is, right? Draymond can get choked too. Carl! Get your choke on! Make it a train!
And Carl,
Make it a choke!
then somebody gonna choke you. But
get a choke.
but when it all started, right? Our wonderful man Chris Paul is the closest thing to the action.
Mm-hmm.
Please rewind it to the beginning. Beginning of when they first started, CP got the ball, right? Look, they dribble. Look, stop it. He's the closest thing to the action. CP puts the ball on his hip. He picks it up like he's going to the fucking park. And walks towards the action like, you guys cut it out now. Like, no sense of urgency whatsoever, man. Can
we play?
Play it. Look at him. He closest thing to the action and just grabs it, put the ball on his hip like, pointing and shit. But then, so when I stole it down and I watched it some more, right? My first thought, I see Steve Kerr. And the first thing that popped in my head was, Craig, put the gun down, son. Put the gun down. I can just hear Steve, I can hear Steve Kerr.
Go, Dre.
I can hear Steve Kerr. Draymond. And he don't see nothing but black. Yo, man, he choking the shit out this dude.
Hey, man, Rudy better come practice the next day.
Hey, man, listen, he better, Rudy.
My neck, my back.
Hey.
My neck and my back.
So the only other time I seen somebody get choked like this was my rookie year.
Oh, yeah, because he was finna choke up Clay.
Yeah, he was getting ready to choke.
See, that's what it looked like.
He was trying to make late peace.
Listen,
Right. What makes him the peacemaker?
only time I seen somebody get choked like this, Kendall Gill choked Jim McIlvain in practice.
Damn.
My rookie year. And told me, I kill you in this motherfucker. I train to fight every day. And he was choking him just like that. That's the only other time I seen somebody get choked.
So Kay, watching the video, someone pointed out that Draymond tucked his chin in, got what is called hand control in MMA.
Absolutely.
So that he couldn't get in a rear chokehold.
He been working,
too.
But he said no.
He tucked his chin like, I'm finna listen. He meant every minute of that choke. I was probably hitting the snot his nose. Only thing would have been, two things would have been better. If the snot would have came out his nose from choking him and him putting him to sleep.
You getting choked.
Hey. Had he put him to sleep out there like real quick, them moves don't take long for you to go out.
Man.
And tight as he was trying to, had he put him to sleep for 30 seconds and they would have had to, him, man, listen, dog.
Hey,
This is the ghetto.
he looked like
the ghetto.
for your
Like the
perspective.
I love it.
That's the club. Like there's always one dude getting drunk at the club, and they getting carried out there just like.
I just think because it was Draymond and Rudy Gobert, that's just what made it even funnier. Like, those two.
I wonder what, honestly, fuck them tweets, Rudy. Fuck you actually feeling today. Like, what are your thoughts that you got your ass choked out for the world to see? And this is not this is not MMA.
Choked out.
You gotta sue.
My neck is broken, bruised. I can't
Your
play.
ego's bruised, bro. You gotta do
Like,
something.
Like you went to grab that man, and it didn't,
Didn't pan out the way you
not
thought.
at all, man. So he thought he was just gonna break it up.
So the Warriors argued that Draymond was just coming to the defense of his teammate.
Yes.
Yeah, he was.
But NBA officials deemed Gobert to be a peacemaker,
Wrong.
although he did briefly appear to put his arm around Clay's neck.
Of course. Or if you really look into it, dive into it, slow it down, look at him. If you're looking from a certain angle and
The beginning of it.
He looked
from
like
the way Draymond was and how he ran and his angle looked like the man's hands was like trying to,
He was trying to do the same.
yeah, it looked like he was trying to do the exact same thing. So no, you're not gonna choke him.
4 people just not enough. We need another opinion on the subject. Let's bring in Rashad McCants in the building.
Welcome.
They gotta, every Golden State game, they gotta start passing these out. Draymond on the court.
You rocking the Steph?
Yo, take that shit
Draymond
off.
on the court.
So are you Team Warriors in this situation, or are you on Gobert's side? Did he deserve to get choked out?
No, he didn't deserve to get choked out.
Why not?
Why would he deserve to get choked out?
Did you
Because
see
you
him?
grabbed the
Did you see
teammate.
video?
Trying to stop the he was
Did you see him
So guess what? He can try to
almost
stop it.
choke out
Grab your
Klay?
trying to stop the
teammate.
stuff.
Grab your
See him try
teammate.
to choke out Clay? You saw the angle?
Come on, let's
He
be
tried to
real.
choke.
So,
Show it.
Shotty, I'm with you.
Y'all
Shotty,
stop cap- y'all
I'm with. He's
stop
trying to break it up.
Y'all stop capping.
Shotty.
Okay.
Look.
Y'all not gonna
He
give
with
him.
him. I'm with you. He's trying to break it up, but grab your teammate.
Draymond
Ready,
Green.
said, stop.
Grab your
Right there,
teammate.
boom.
No,
Right there.
I'm trying to alleviate.
Grab your teammate.
Whoever's in the way, you grab.
He should be
Back,
grabbing
back.
Whoever's
Jaden.
doing
Grab
whatever, you
your
grab.
He should be
teammate.
grabbing McDaniel.
Go
No.
backwards.
No.
Grab
No.
your teammate.
No.
I need to pause.
So, Shotty, let me ask you this.
It is not how it goes
Shotty,
down.
Stop now.
Shotty.
When Chris
Shotty, let
Paul
me ask
got
you this.
hit, when Chris
Stop.
Paul
So
got
So let me
hit,
ask you this.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Had he grabbed, listen, let me ask you this. Had he grabbed Clay, right? Rudy grabbed Clay. What if McDaniel's punching? Then what?
Go
Punch two.
forward a little.
Huh?
I mean, go
I mean,
back
that's a lot. That's
No, but what if it's
that's adding on a lot.
So, but I'm saying, no, boy,
I'll show you.
therefore, instead of grabbing the dude from the
Right
opposite
there.
team, grab your teammate. If you trying to play peacemaker, right?
I'm Rudy Gobert. I'm trying
Grab
to
your
stop
teammate.
whoever is fucking up the vibe right now.
Grab your
look at that.
teammate. Look at
Look
this.
at him. Look at his hands. He's getting ready to try to
He's
choke Clay.
holding him back. Y'all, are y'all serious?
And look where Draymond coming
Look where
from.
his hand is.
And look where Draymond coming from.
Look where his hand is.
It's on his neck.
Look where Draymond
Look
coming
what
from.
he's doing. He's breaking them two up clearly.
Grab your teammate.
Why-
Break who up?
He's not near his team. The ref's got the
I
teammate.
would
He's
run
right there.
straight past Clay
They
and
right
get
there.
McDaniels.
They're like,
Look at
let's break
CP
it
though.
up.
Yo,
Just
look
break
at
it up.
CP. Fuck all that.
his hand-
Yo, look at Chris Paul.
His hand is on his neck.
Yeah.
Y'all serious?
His hand is on his,
Yo.
his hand ain't on his neck.
Look at Chris Paul
So
though,
somebody tried to
man.
grab you like that.
That's crazy. Listen, I know
It's
that
not
I'm
your teammate.
trying to fuck this dude up. What you mean?
not-
Whoever grabbed me just trying to stop it. Period. Who at this point I'm trying to fuck him up. Whoever stopped me is trying to stop it.
So how come?
It don't matter who it
But
is.
why didn't Rudy get ejected then?
So why didn't Rudy grab his teammate instead of grabbing the dude from
You
the
said why
opposite team
didn't
from behind?
Rudy
Yeah,
get?
if he's
Because he didn't do nothing.
Because Draymond stopped him.
He didn't do it. He was breaking it up. That's why they
By
clearly didn't
yo,
give him nothing. He
by
was trying to
holding
break
his
it
Yo,
up.
look where Draymond
Hold him
coming
however
from
he
though.
can.
Look
The
at the
nigga was
angle
trying to
Draymond
kill
coming
him.
in
So,
from.
okay, so look, you holding a player however you think you could to break him up, and his teammate don't have a right to do what he did? Huh? My teammate's supposed to protect
We're
me,
breaking it up.
and I'm breaking you to break that up.
But we not breaking nothing up. All you doing is just causing bullshit. You just come in with bullshit.
I don't know what you're doing. You choke. All I see is my light-skinned teammate about to get his ass choked out, and my job as an
So you
enforcer.
just jumping in.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You just jumped in.
No, I didn't. I'm trying to break it up.
Grab your
I'm not
teammate.
jumping in. If I was jumping in, I'd have jumped on. I would've
Grab
jumped
your
into him.
teammate if you trying to
broke
play
it up.
peacemaker.
I would have really did something.
What is Gobert doing?
He's holding him off.
Why?
His teammate.
Why?
And what
Because
is-
they was in a scuffle.
And what is
Grab your
Draymond doing?
teammate.
They was in a scuffle.
Grab your teammate.
I'm grabbing whoever is in.
Well, guess what? Grabbing him got you choked the fuck out.
So what is Draymond doing then?
It's unfortunate.
No,
What is Draymond
no, it's very
Fuck
fortunate.
nigga, sucker shit.
It's very
When
fortunate.
you is sucker nigga.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
do that shit?
Yeah. So
what is
That's
Dray-
sucker shit.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
Rudy. Yeah.
If Rudy,
Sucker shit.
if Rudy is grabbing someone who's getting ready to fight, what is Draymond doing?
Listen, this is not Draymond's first time doing this.
And
And what that got to do with the price of tea in China?
This is called behavior.
Okay,
And-
behavior from
Right.
Rudy too.
This is fuck
And-
shit.
Man,
So she can
And y'all
grab
know
you,
it.
keep your hands
and
to
I can't
yourself.
grab her.
What you mean? What she?
Keep
why
your
is she
hands to
grabbing me?
yourself.
She's stopping you from fighting.
Okay, why do you need to touch me?
Why do you need to touch him?
I'm to touch who?
Yes.
Why does Clay need to be
You
touched
just
by
said.
Rudy?
What did you just say the scenario was just now?
She's
Y'all are
touching
fighting.
I'm fighting.
So why does she
And you
grabbing
grab me?
you?
Uh-huh.
Cool. Now why do you need to grab me?
you. Why does she need to grab you?
Because I'm
Mind
fighting with
your
this
business.
Mind
dude.
your business.
What you mean?
If I
Mind-
gotta mind my business, she gotta mind her business. That's between you two.
The ref and the player are breaking it up. The other ref is right there. So even if
Why is Rudy involved in
Rudy
himself?
involved in?
Because he was the biggest, fastest one to get there.
Okay,
No,
he
he
was
wasn't
the
there.
biggest, fastest to him too.
And get choked the
So
fuck
you
out.
defending him.
I'm the.
So you defending him.
Who?
Draymond.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
You put your hand on my teammate.
Because look where he coming from,
What am I
Shotty.
supposed to do?
Okay.
Rashad, look at this angle.
That's crazy.
Look at this angle.
That's crazy.
You can't ignore the facts. Look at this angle.
I seen it already, man.
So therefore, the angle he coming in at, this man see his arm like this.
Y'all tripping.
So therefore, you gonna get choked out.
Y'all tripping.
Exactly what happened.
Y'all,
Grab your
The problem
teammate.
is you hate Draymond so bad.
I
you
ain't
can't
got
even see
nothing to
facts.
do.
Grab
Listen,
your
if
teammate.
Draymond don't do this,
Grab
I'm not
your
saying
teammate.
nothing.
If Rudy
But you done stepped on
Grab
the
your
nigga
teammate.
If Rudy,
like the WWE.
Hold on.
You done punched him.
Hold
You
on,
done punched
no,
the
we're
teammate
not gonna do
out.
that.
Yes.
We're not gonna do that.
And now you choking the nigga out.
Absolutely.
No. What we're gonna do is from the beginning.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Rudy don't get choked out if he don't grab his teammate. Is
So-
that, or can we say that?
So I'm finna use one of your.
Rudy don't get choked out if Clay and
Let's go-
McDaniel
I'm finna
don't
use one of his
not-
phrases.
let's
No,
go back from the
hey,
beginning.
but I'm finna
Rewind.
use one of your phrases.
Rewind it from the
Play
beginning.
stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Go
Keep
back.
your fucking hands to
Go
yourself.
back from the beginning. All
Keep
right.
your hands to yourself.
All right. Here we go.
Stop.
2 players. It's just them 2, right?
You gotta grab your
It's just them
teammate.
2 so far. 2 1-on-1. We cool, right?
You see Rudy,
Yes.
Yeah, and we see Draymond,
Yeah.
right?
so we all watching this.
We all watching it.
Okay,
now,
cool.
Fast forward a little
So
bit.
what's the first thing that needs to happen?
The first
Stop.
Here you go.
Stop it.
What's the first thing that needs to
The
happen?
ref is there.
Hold on, stop it.
This is
What's
this
the-
Stop it.
about to be
What's the-
2-on-1.
What's
Hey,
the first?
hold on. Instead of him going towards fucking Clay right now, grab your fucking teammate.
What's the first thing that needs to happen right now?
Him grab his goddamn teammate.
They need to stop the fighting.
Who?
Whoever can stop it.
Grab your teammate.
So let's see what happens.
Stop
No,
it.
no,
Hold on, stop it. Stop it right now. Don't move it. He is closest fucking teammate. Grab your teammate.
I heard you.
You don't get
First
choked the
time,
fuck
my
out.
nigga, look,
You grab your teammate right
that
here, you
ain't
don't
got
get choked
nothing
out.
to do with
Okay,
anything.
okay,
That ain't
now
got
fast
nothing to do
forward.
with
Okay, now
anything.
fast forward.
Now play it.
Right. Not there.
Now,
He's
you.
trying to break it up.
Okay,
That's
and
clear.
Draymond is trying to break it up.
Gobert goes for the waist first, though.
Yeah, he
That's
goes.
And he's just trying.
crazy. That's crazy. Y'all
He's not trying to
tripping.
choke.
Trying to pick him up with love.
Y'all tripping.
Hold on. So what do you call this? So what is?
That's like Steven Adams trying to choke out people that be getting into loose scuffles with Ja. Just all of choking niggas. Instead of just moving them out the way, listen, man, y'all niggas move out the way. Stop. Y'all stop, please.
But he's
now
not
he's
Steven
doing that to
Adams.
everybody, not just my teammates.
wait,
but hey, look, man, y'all move.
So
y'all,
if
man,
someone
y'all chill.
chokes out Steven
What y'all on?
Adams, if somebody on the other team chokes out Steven Adams, are they wrong?
But they wouldn't.
how you know that?
Hey, can we
But
get
it
a
don't
poll
matter.
up? Can we
They
get a
not
poll
gonna
up?
try that sucker shit with Steven Adams.
Right now,
Did Gobert
Rudy
deserve to be
Gobert.
choked?
They not gonna
They're
try
not.
to suck
That's
the
what I'm
shit
saying.
with Steven Adams or anybody
there
else.
There is a part of this
Stop,
being.
go back.
I guarantee if Steven Adams
Stop.
grabbed Clay like that, Draymond gonna
Draymond
choke the
would.
shit out of him too.
Draymond would.
But it'll be a
Can we see
different
the video
outcome.
again?
It's gonna be a different
Draymond
outcome.
gonna grab him in the
It's 'cause
same manner.
It's dudes in
Let's
Memphis that's
watch-
gonna
let's
ride
move in.
too. So it's like, ain't nobody riding for Gobert
No, where's the other angle?
Exactly.
Man, why
Well, that's why this is
because
like
they
such an
knew he was
interesting
trying to break
situation.
it up.
No, I
Okay.
just don't understand. Why would you not go after your own person?
Because you go after whoever's involved. It don't matter.
Yeah, your teammate involved.
Don't matter. Y'all making it.
fuck
Y'all
you
making
talking
it.
about?
Oh, here's the angle. Stop it
Y'all
right here.
saying that is
so this
making
is
it.
two. Right,
Talking
this is
about
the
go
angle.
after who's
Now-
involved. Yeah, your fucking teammate involved,
Okay.
so go grab your
Fast forward
teammate.
a little bit. Fast forward
And
a
when you
little
do, when you don't, you put your hands on other people. That's what happens
So
to
the
you.
Alice in the Palace was other
Stop,
teams,
stop.
other people on the other team trying to break it.
Look, Gobert tries to
No
go
one
for the
touches
waist.
Stop bringing up shit. We talking this right here.
Gobert goes for the waist.
Rudy Gobert, right now, as a teammate, it's a 2-versus-1.
It's not a 2 versus anything.
We don't know Rudy Gobert's intentions.
What do
Draymond
you-
don't know his intentions.
Oh my.
What are you talking about?
It's basketball, man. It's not the fucking street in the streets brawling, bro.
Like I said,
we're playing basketball.
We brought
Ripped his
yo,
jersey.
Man, they cat fighting.
Why y'all-
They ain't doing.
Gil,
Ain't nobody
Gil,
getting no blows.
Gil,
Ain't nobody
why do
did
you-
nothing.
Gil,
Well, that's the point.
And
They're not,
nobody
they're not
in
even
the-
throwing
why do you
punches.
think
Nobody in the
Kermit
NBA
punched
don't
motherfucking Rudy Tomjanovich?
Because he was running up in
He
his
was
area.
running up toward the ass. He didn't know what that man's
Wait, I have a
intentions was.
question. What do you
Ruined
think
this
the
man's
reaction
career.
would have been if Draymond just like punched Rudy in the back
Same
of the
one
head?
he's getting now.
No, if he would have punched, I think if he would have hooked him like this, it would probably been.
No, but what's up? Oh, now go.
I
So
That would've been
Rudy
worse.
Gobert
If
is
he
cool
just ran
touching
up
Clay
and-
however he wants.
No, fuck that.
Instead
But then Draymond is wrong for trying to take. So Rudy is trying to take Clay off his man, and Draymond's trying to take Rudy off his man. But Draymond is wrong.
Because
You can try to
Why?
paint it up to
I'm
make
trying
it
to
look
figure out your
however
thought
you
process.
want it to
How about
look.
this? How about
It's
everyone shut the
never
fuck
gonna
up?
look that
We're
way.
gonna shut the fuck up. You explain what's going on. Make it make sense.
Fuck shit.
Okay, go. No, we want English. Go.
Okay, Ebonics. Draymond had no intentions of playing tonight. Usually when Steph doesn't play, he usually tries to figure out a way to get kicked out the game. So here, 2 minutes into the game, here's a perfect opportunity, play by play. Clay, what are you doing? McDaniels, what are you doing? Hey, listen, you guys break it up. Hey, man, what the fuck is you doing? Leave him alone.
Y'all
Come
pay
here.
him for this bullshit, man?
Lay chill.
Y'all pay him for this
Just
bullshit,
like,
man?
please, with the French.
Come on.
Lay
Come
chill.
on, man. Somebody's choking me. What the fuck is going on? How did I become the victim here?
Look, I think
This
it
is
can be.
what you think that's going on in their
I
heads?
know what, this is just me
So
playing the scene.
it
This
can
is
be
my
argued
scene.
from both ways.
He told me to paint the picture.
We
This is-
got
this
the
is my
high
picture.
angle camera. We got the high angle camera. Draymond does not. So all he sees is a big Frenchman trying to hem up a Splash Brother.
Did you have to choke him?
Now I will say the excessive choke. The initial
Yeah,
choke,
the
fine.
initial choke, okay,
The initial
but-
choke, fine.
You
But the
could just
excessive
grab
choke
him
and drag.
You could just pull him off of
He
it.
was trying to take him back to Paris for the Olympics.
You could do, you know what I'm saying? You
Put
could
his
pull
ass
him
to
off of
sleep.
it. But to choke him, though?
Should have put him the fuck to sleep is what he should have
Choke
done.
him?
Okay,
To
so-
punch him and he ain't even do nothing to you? You just gonna punch him?
Yeah.
That's what we're saying the same
That's
thing
like
about
you
Rudy.
just, it's like you gonna
Rudy,
shoot him, man. You gonna do something stupid
Clay
like
didn't-
that?
Hey, Clay didn't do
over
nothing to
nothing?
Rudy. Clay didn't do nothing to Rudy.
Ain't nobody do nothing to nobody.
Clay
They
didn't
just
do nothing to
they
Rudy for Rudy to
catfighting,
touch
bro.
him?
They catfighting.
Cool, Draymond was catfighting
They
too.
catfighting,
He just
bro.
a bigger cat.
So
ain't nothing this
He was
serious.
just
to
a big
choke.
cat.
Nothing out there that's happening needed to choke.
I just think Rudy,
Nothing out there
Rudy
is happening.
should have been ejected as well.
Now, let's fast
Oh,
forward.
shit,
He's doing
stupid
the
as
same
fuck,
thing
boy.
they're doing.
Hey,
He's
let's
not.
fast
He's
forward a
trying to
little
break
bit.
it up.
Let's fast forward a little bit. Let's keep going.
You stupid
So
as shit, boy.
Rudy's fine now because he got his ass choked up. Draymond wrong. Now look, now Cat is going after
Are we
Draymond.
watching the same
Look, Cat
shit?
is grabbing Draymond.
Are we watching the same
so
shit?
what's wrong with
hey,
Cat?
Cat's cuddling Draymond.
But what are we watching the same shit?
Yeah, we watching the same
Okay,
shit.
so this
Craig,
is too
so
much.
Craig.
This is too much.
Put the gun down, Craig.
Look, this nigga Rudy got his
That is
hands
too
up.
much,
Rudy
bro.
got his hands up. Like,
Too
what's
much.
happening right now?
Like after
So,
he-
Like, what's
Stop.
what's happening right now?
So is Carl Thompson, is he wrong for doing anything right now?
What is he doing?
Carl's not doing anything.
He's trying to grab.
What is he doing, Lexi?
Carl's doing nothing.
He's trying to grab Draymond.
He's doing the same thing
He
Draymond
did.
did to Rudy.
Thank
He's
you.
less.
Maybe it matters if you say it one more time. He's not doing anything,
He's trying.
He's trying.
but he's not doing anything.
But
Right,
he's trying, but is he succeeding?
And meanwhile,
But-
the two that got into it,
They all.
over here still about to get into it. Ain't nobody paying them no attention over here. To the right,
still-
they
if they
still
really wanted to
still about to
fight,
get
they
into it.
could.
Mike Conley over here trying to play.
I don't know how he doesn't understand just simple concept.
Who?
If you two fighting,
him?
she grabs you to choke you out. I'm grabbing her to choke her out. Carl Anthony Thompson's trying to take.
Yeah,
we are trying to take
That's
all
the story you're painting.
that's-
That's not what I see.
What do you call him, Thompson?
I see what you see.
Carl Thompson,
I
baby.
don't see what you see.
Carl Thompson, baby.
Excuse
Carl
me.
Anthony Town.
His name is Carl Thompson
I
now.
don't give a fuck. What is it? Hey, does anybody have any Kleenex? Because he said he can't see what we see. He can't see that people are grabbing each other, so he needs to clean them shits.
But Gil, do you agree? Do you agree with Drake? Does he need to drag him like 30
Absolutely
feet
not.
with the chokehold after?
You can't tell somebody how to react.
But Gobert's
I
already.
can tell you this.
This is
I
what we
guarantee
condoning.
you. I guarantee you, Klay
Oh,
Thompson
we was
is
playing
happy with this
basketball.
situation.
I don't know what
I
we're
guarantee
doing.
you, Klay is happy.
Appreciate you, bro.
If you was Klay, would you be happy with what Draymond did?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Appreciate you.
So we asked the poll, did Gobert deserve to be choked? We have over 3,000 votes. 50-50 split.
That's 50-50.
Oh, shit.
You should be happy.
Yeah.
I got 50%.
You should be happy with it.
Oh,
You should be
shit. Because them,
You wanna do the
other
math?
half of the people
You
ain't
wanna
never
do the
been in
math?
altercation.
Loki
now.
got more than 50 because it's 1 versus 3.
Yeah, half of them.
That's what I said.
not
If
one
you want to
versus
do the math, it's 50. It's
not one versus
I'm neutral like Switzerland, but I will say, all right, if you can support the initial choke from Draymond, but after dragging him like
drag is crazy.
about 13
Draymond
feet.
got somebody dragging him too. Shit, it's a drag.
Meanwhile-
It's a drag.
Carly Towns is backing up.
Unfortunately, it's going to cost him for a little bit.
Yeah.
Gonna cost
Did
him.
anything happen to Carl Thompson?
if you can agree
No.
with this and back this behavior up, like this is like cool, like this what, like him, like you
Absolutely.
saying this is what it is.
I'm not biased.
That
Keep
shit
your hands
is
I'm not
crazy.
biased to the people I don't like.
That shit is crazy.
Keep your hands
I'm
to
just saying,
yourself.
keep your hands to yourself.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Because if I'm Klay Thompson and my teammate don't get Rudy off me, there's a problem in our locker room.
You're right.
Yeah.
So the latest
That's
report.
what
They got the nigga off me, cool.
'Cause that's what
Good
happened.
job, Ken. Yeah.
My nigga.
Rolex it. Rolex tomorrow because I could be on the meme like this.
Yes.
I could be on.
I don't know why so many of these NBA players just try to have this like tough guy, oh, I'm such a toughie, I could stand up for anybody attitude, and act like Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards should have just beat up or choked out Draymond Green when he was just acting ridiculous. Maybe they should have been a little more aggressive towards Draymond, because he just seems to be allowed to get away with anything, and who knows what he could actually do to Rudy Gobert. But the problem is, if they do anything to touch Draymond, they could lose so much money and lose so many games, have a negative impact on their team for the next week. So I hope the NBA really, I don't know if this is going to do anything though, suspending Draymond for 5 games. I don't really see it doing anything bad or good or effective to get Draymond to stop. But I agree with Rashad McCants that Rudy Gobert really didn't start nothing. He was just trying to pull Klay Thompson away. And Rudy Gobert had it premeditated. Draymond Green had it premeditated that he wanted to do something to Rudy Gobert. He's always hot-headed. He's always trying to prove how tough he is. And a lot of people don't like Rudy Gobert because how much money he's gotten and how calm and soft he is. But thankfully, we're about to hear from somebody who keeps it real about Draymond's ridiculous antics. Kendrick Perkins. He keeps it real right now about how ridiculous it is what Draymond keeps doing and his egotistical manner in which he reflects on his actions and doesn't see logically how out of line he's acting. Check this out.
Gentlemen, the Warriors, the Timberwolves, they punched in for their second game in 4 days last night.
It's something about that in-season tournament.
It took less than 100 seconds. I mean, Kendrick Perkins, check the score here. 0-0. Watch in the corner there, Klay Thompson, Jaden McDaniels. I don't know, was he going for a box out? Did he just go straight for the jersey rip down?
I mean, this had to start from their last game, right? You know, Jaden McDaniels, look, he was on Klay heels like a pair of church socks. So, Klay was frustrated.
I'm just
saying last game. Last game.
Well, it wouldn't stop between Klay and Jaden McDaniels. There, watch Draymond Green and Rudy Gobert. Draymond just flies in for the...
From the top rope.
For the chokehold?
Yeah, full chokehold. That was, that might have been a little personal. I don't know.
Well, Klay would end up being assessed 2 technical fouls and tossed out of the game. McDaniels assessed 2 technical fouls, tossed out of the game. And then Draymond Green, for his display in all of this, was assessed a flagrant 2, and he was also tossed. We needed to get the slow-mo angle here, Austin.
Man.
This is what it looked like. Here is what it would sound like after the game from the perspective of Rudy Gobert after all 3 players were ejected.
Proud of myself for, being the bigger man again and again. It's kind of funny because before the game I was telling myself that Steph is not playing, so I know Draymond's going to try to get ejected.
Rudy had his hands on Klay's neck, and that's why Draymond went after Rudy. And I saw one replay right after it happened. The guys on the back of the bench were telling us that Rudy had Draymond or had Klay, and that's why Draymond went at Rudy. So that's all I know.
And I do hope though that the league's going to do what needs to be done. Because that's just clown behavior.
So right now, the league is in the middle of reviewing the video, interviewing the parties involved, and I can tell you, as the league considers what to do here before handing down a decision, they also take into account, is this an offense that has happened before? And as you can see with Draymond Green, it has happened a couple of times. So, Mr. Wilbon, I would like you to put on your commissioner hat, please.
Oh, I'm happy to do that.
If you are Joe Dumars, if you are handing this down, do you think that Draymond will be suspended, and for how many games?
Yes, he has to be suspended.
Sure.
The league is likely to go 3 games. I would make it 5. The league is likely to go 3. I don't see them doing anything stronger than that.
You see multi-game, though?
Multi-game.
Even though the
2 to 3. They'll go 2 to 3.
Okay.
But you have to want to see this playoff series, right?
Sure.
Because this didn't start at 0-0, and it didn't start because Draymond saw Rudy's hands on Klay. That might have been a trigger, like a justification, but this goes back to last game, maybe something last year. We'll find out about it, but I hope Austin agrees with me. I hope I'm not out in left field
Austin
about
has some
this.
experience putting someone in a.
I do have a little bit.
chokehold.
Yeah, I see 3-4 game suspension here. Nobody threw any punches. Nobody got hurt. Rudy walked away fine. But this is what Draymond does. You know what I mean? He's an antagonizer. He's a guy he's an enforcer for the Warriors. He's a guy that is supposed to be the big dog. You kind of had a similar role, you know what I mean, with the Celtics, where if something were to happen, you would have to step in, and sometimes in a split second, you can maybe react a little bit stronger than you wanted to.
Man, listen. Here's the thing. All respect to Draymond, right? Future Hall of Famer, 4-time NBA champion, 4-time All-Star, Defensive Player of the Year. His resume is longer than the holiday weekend. We got that out the way.
Okay.
The league has to make a statement because it's a problem there. And the problem is with Draymond. If you look at his history of him kicking people, of him stepping, I mean, literally hop-stepping on Sabonis last year in the postseason. Donovan Mitchell, I've never heard anyone say anything negative about Donovan Mitchell. How do you get into it with Donovan Mitchell?
You're talking about over the weekend.
I'm talking about Draymond Green 2 games ago.
That game.
So when I'm looking at it, I'm looking at this behavior that he's displaying time and time again. And what I was always told is no one individual that's bigger than the league itself. And the league is also supposed to protect their players. And the things that Draymond Green is doing right now on the floor, Adam Silver in the NBA has to make a statement to Draymond.
What's a statement?
A statement is 5 to 10 games.
Wow.
Because he has to learn from this. Like, this can't be tolerated. This is unacceptable. And whether or not we like Rudy Gobert as a person or whatever the case may be, he's a hell of a basketball player. He's also a Hall of Famer. And the respect level has to be there. There's no way that man should have been in a chokehold like that.
Yep.
No way in hell.
Donovan Mitchell thing went at him the other day. Draymond tried to go to Ant the game before, talking all that junk at him. Ant wasn't having any of it. And Rudy verbally laid the smackdown after the game.
Yeah, called him a clown.
The tide is kind of turning here where players, they know he's a 4-time champion. He is a future Hall of Famer. He's one of the best defenders in the history of the game. He's a genius on the basketball court. The rest of the league is getting tired, and they're telling you that they're getting tired. And by the way, we're talking about Draymond. The Warriors are 6-6. They have one good win the entire season.
Steph is going to be
Steph is missing a couple games. Draymond's going to get suspended. You're talking about playoff series between these two teams. They got to start getting serious about winning some games. These last few games have been tests for more tough games coming up. They failed every test.
Yeah.
Like they've got 2-7, Zach.
They've got to get it together.
But Austin, you were in these matchups not that long ago. These were your teammates. These were your guys. You saw those matchups with Draymond Green up close. Is what Zach's saying true? The time running out on people's tolerance for this?
I feel, Minnesota also feels that they're a team, emerging in the West. They think it's their time. We've all sat back, and watched the Warriors dominate the NBA for the past decade. These young players, these young talented, J.D. McDaniels, $146 million contract. These are guys that got something to prove this year. And, last year we got knocked out the first round, swept by Denver, or we won one game. And the year before, I think they won the play-in game just to get in. Right now, they're one of the hottest teams in the NBA, and Draymond has run this thing for a long time now, where he's got into it with multiple players.
Well, to piggyback on your point, and it's a great point, it's not just the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's the league overall.
Yeah.
Who are we talking about? Jason Tatum, Jason Tatum, Tyrese Maxey, Luka Doncic, Anthony Edwards. Like, these guys are not respecting the old heads no more. They're saying this is our league, SGA, right? And so that old approach, the old Warriors, the bullies, like, no one is respecting that no more. They're saying, you know what? We have to win games, and you have to respect what these young boys are doing.
Well, Kendrick, it has to be enforced. And that's where we go right back to the commissioner's office and Joe Dumars. And God knows Joe Dumars was involved in more dust-ups than that. They would make that look like a featherweight dust-up with the bad boy Pistons and the thing. Joe, not personally, but in the fray. I don't know that the league is ready to do what you're asking. I agree with you look, if you were Adam Silver and you really wanted to send a message, Adam did the whole operation. You say to Draymond, you say to the Warriors, we're not having this anymore. And here's the number, and the number is north of 5. Do I believe that they're going to do that? I absolutely do not.
Whatever the number is, you nailed it. Look, I can't psychoanalyze Draymond Green or what's going on, but you talk to people around the league today about Draymond's last week in the NBA, and you hear a lot of, I wonder if they know deep down that their moment is passing them by, and this is how it's manifesting, like this raging against the dying of the light.
Sure.
But, it's a long season. We'll see. But you do hear people saying that.
That's the chatter. And, you see the post that Draymond Green put up on his Instagram the other day after he was tossed out of the Cavaliers game, where he's sort of talking about, this is who I am. This is who I've always been. I don't really, this is it right here. I'm in year 12. Stop telling me to be myself, to be Draymond Green, essentially. I'm better at being Draymond than anybody. Imagine if I told y'all how to do your job. But Austin, you have a unique perspective on this. I don't want to put you on blast here, but you were suspended, right, for 3 games last year when you got into it with, who was it, Mo Bamba? You put him in a chokehold a little bit. A light chokehold. The technical term is light chokehold. It was one of the more serious fights, though. So can you just take me inside your mindset as a player? On the outside looking in, sometimes it's hard to understand. How do you let it get to that point? You know that Steph is already out for your team, that fighting against the light that Zach was talking about.
Yeah, a lot of times a line's crossed, right? Whether it's physical contact or someone verbally says something to you. And in a moment, it happens like this, super quick, where you're not thinking about the game anymore. You're not thinking about the consequences. You're not thinking about the technical fouls and the free throw shots I have to come after. You're thinking man versus man. It's me versus him. I got to protect myself. Or this guy disrespecting me in a way where I'm not thinking clearly. In Draymond's sense, we know he's a highly emotional guy, man. This is a guy who's had multiple instances where he's gotten into it with all likes of players. You brought up Donovan Mitchell. There's a play where he kicked me in the stomach like 3 years ago off a closeout, and I was out, I think, for a game or two after that with like a rib injury. So this is a dude who gets off on doing these type of things, and I don't know. Will something be done? I don't think so either. I really don't. I think 3-4 games is what they'll do. Same thing they did to me.
Yeah, but as a guy that was up there and leading the league in technical fouls, a guy that was about to scrap with Nene Hilario, right? We know him, and Zebo in the back. I had to go to anger management. And the last step in anger management of actually graduating out the program is admitting your faults and holding yourself accountable. Nothing about Draymond Green post said anything about accountability or remorse. He's saying, I'm going to continue to be this person, and y'all going to have to do something about it. It's right there on the wall.
It's a dare.
I dare you to do something.
Finally, we're going to end it with Patrick Beverley in his short clip talking about Draymond and this whole fight, and I'll talk to you guys more after this short clip.
Dude, I seen Draymond choke the shit out of a motherfucker today. Cat bogus as hell.
What?
No.
Cat's bogus?
Yeah, he bogus, man. Cat bogus, man. Straight up. And Ant was back there, too. And Draymond knew, too. Don't nobody like Rudy anyway. That was a perfect moment to do it. Like, fuck it. Let me choke Rudy ass.
And he did not let go.
No, a person choke you like that, don't let go. That shit was built up. But then I see Cat make a mean mug face like, but then you ain't doing shit. Choke Draymond back. So now, if I'm Draymond, I choke they center and they homies didn't do nothing. If we pay y'all in the playoffs, no, Cat, I ain't worried about you. You didn't even help your homie.
So how can he rectify this?
Can't. So what? And you can't even try to get your get back. So what? The whole world I'm saying.
Text Cat.
He in the game.
Oh, he's still playing? He
didn't do shit. Fuck it, why would he get booed? He didn't do shit. Cat, nah, fuck that. I taught you better than that.
Again, we have someone who's in the NBA like Patrick Beverley giving us this tough guy thing. I totally understand where Cat and Anthony Edwards are coming from, because if they do anything at Draymond, they can face ridiculous consequences that can not only hurt their paycheck, but also their team at large. Because if they can't play, then their team can lose many more games and lose standings, maybe not make the playoffs. So, but it's just ridiculous to me that Steve Kerr sits there and defends his man Draymond and just continues to kiss his ass, basically, and that Draymond gets away with this stuff, and Steve Kerr never benches the guy. He just keeps starting him, and when the NBA suspends him, then Draymond sits. But Steve Kerr doesn't seem to ever take charge against Draymond. Almost like how he didn't do with the whole Jordan Poole situation last year. So I don't understand why these NBA players have this whole tough guy thing. I mean, they played in the league. I didn't, so maybe they understand the impact of a game and the attitude and the confidence in a situation and within a team when someone does something nefarious like this and then you don't stand up for your teammates. They understand it maybe better than I do. But I just don't see how the NBA players, Cat, Anthony Edwards, anyone else in those situations, how they can actually do anything without getting in major trouble. Because if you just stare down an NBA player nowadays, you get in trouble. You yell in their face. You flex on them. You get a tech. So if I start to choke Draymond out back, I'm going to get thrown out. I could get suspended. I think those players handled it relatively wisely. You should have had Steve Kerr taking more of a stand to get Draymond out of there. And you should have had... Draymond should have never done that in the first place. He's a hothead, egotistical maniac. And he's also on his way down in his quality of play. He's getting so much older, and I wonder how much more his antics are going to continue to escalate as a result to counteract the gradual dissipating impact he has on the game. And it's just ridiculous. I'm so thankful that they've suspended him at least 5 games now, because he deserves to have some consequences. It's ridiculous. He keeps acting like this all the time, trying to be the tough guy, show how cool he is, how strong, and that no one can mess with him. Makes me wonder in a real fight if Draymond's even got it like that. Or is this just a whole front about, oh man, yeah, I could beat you up. Because from what I've experienced and seen in life, the toughest guys aren't always trying to showcase how tough they are. It's usually the loud mouths that aren't that tough that are loud and try to showcase and try to embody how tough they are as a compensation. You see it with dogs. The littlest of dogs, the Chihuahuas, are the ones barking and looking all fierce and intimidating. Whereas the big dogs like German Shepherds that could fuck you up in 2 seconds, they're just going about their business. And then when shit goes down, they got their bark and they're fierce and they attack. But when shit goes down with a Chihuahua, he just keeps yapping and yapping, and then he runs away and gets destroyed. And I see Draymond as a little Chihuahua, trying to act all tough, doing all these antics. But when it comes down to it, I don't know how tough he really is. And great job on Rudy Gobert trying to break up the situation and then staying calm. That was, yeah.